What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So if you guys watched the last video, you would know that we're here at the Pisces is Park Car Meet. Today on this video, I would like to do a little feature and comparison between my buddy Cam's Honda Beat right beside my Honda S2000. So similarities between both cars. Both cars are made from Honda. Both cars are red in color, but they're very different cars. So let's go ahead and talk about the similarities and differences. Alright, so let's do a little comparison. We'll talk about the similarities first. So obviously both cars are built by Honda. Both cars are red in color. Those are really obvious. Both cars are also rear-wheel drive sports cars. Both are convertibles as well. And both are stick shift manual cars. S2000 only comes in manual transmission. I believe the Beat too. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, let's do a little 360 walk around. You guys saw the front end. It's so cool. And this is my 2007 Honda S2000. And the Honda Beat is my buddy Cam's 1991 Honda Beat. So the S2000 is already pretty small in size. You know, it's pretty much like the size of Miata. But the Honda Beat is a lot smaller. It makes my S2000 look huge. So these cars are 3-cylinder from the factory. It's about a 660cc engine, so it's pretty much a motorcycle engine. Versus the S2000 is a 4-cylinder. I'm the AP2, so we have the 2.2 liter F22 engine. You know, the Honda Beats are really cool because they never came to the United States. So what that means is only right-hand drive. You have to get these things imported. Even the little gauge cluster here is all, you know, kind of like a motorcycle. 5-speed manual transmission versus the S2000 is a 6-speed manual transmission. 4-lug car, 5-lug car. Both naturally aspirated from the factory. And both are really high revving cars as well. For the S2000, if you get an AP1, it rests at 9,000 RPM. With the AP2 like mine, it rests at 8,200 RPM. With the Honda Beat, also really high revving since, you know, it's pretty much a motorcycle engine. Rests at 9,000 RPM. So really high revving motor. Like I said, both are a joy to drive. And even though such a small car is a K car, Cameron's a pretty tall guy. But he fits in there. I sat in it, fits pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely a little go-kart on the street. These things are so light. Weight comparison, it's below 2,000 pounds. How heavy are the Beats again?
1675.
1675 pounds. It's like 1,000 pounds lighter than this car. That's insane. And people already think like Miatas and S2000s are so light, but the Honda Beat is insanely light. Like I said, it doesn't make a bunch of power, but that's not what the car is for. The whole idea of K cars in Japan is that they're lightweight. You know, they're nice to putt around town. They're fuel efficient. You know, on this you probably get 35 to 40 miles per gallon. But yeah, it's just a fun little car to putt around town. Fun little go-kart. We did take the highway here, which Cam was saying, if you cruise around 55-60 miles an hour, you're about 6,000 RPM. In max speed, you probably top out around 75 to 80 miles an hour. So preferably driving around the city, not so much highway driving. But yeah, just such a fun little car. And like I said, Cam just recently got this, so pretty excited to see, you know, what he does with it. He does have some nice custom plates. BB NSX, baby NSX. So another thing I want to touch about on the differences. So on the Honda Beat, the engine is actually in the back, and on the S2000 it's on the front. Not too much trunk space at all. Let's see if we can get Cameron to pop. Can you pop the trunk? Let's check it out.
You gotta show Steve when he gets here too.
Oh, for sure, dude.
So this is pretty much as much trunk space as you have.
I know.
Little water bottle, little fanny pack, right beside your battery, and then your engine is actually back here. So top up oil cap. This folds down, I think, and then I think Cam says this part can also remove. So if you're working on the car, more space. And then the front is not so much of a front; it's a spare tire spot. I do love how the hood kind of pops up. Reminds me of the old Corvette Stingrays, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, the Vipers, yeah, open like that too.
Here we go.
That's pretty cool.
Right after I accepted it.
Ah, that's pretty sweet.
Literally, it's almost like somebody was...
And then for the S2000, you know, your engine is on the front engine.
So I got...
Let's pop the hood. Don't typically pop the hood at meets, but we'll pop the hood just for the purpose of this video.
He stopped at the Starbucks.
So got a shot of both cars. See how the hood opens that way in the Honda Beat, and the S2000 opens the regular way. So Cam was also telling me on the Honda Beat, from the factory it's like 60 something horsepower. I think like 63 horsepower. And again, on K cars they don't need a lot of power because the whole idea of a K car in Japan is for fuel efficiency. So yeah, it's really cool. Let's check out under the hood of the
Good thing I checked. Hey, you got a
Honda Beat. So pretty much your spare tires up front. If you need to top up like your brake fluid, your clutch fluid, right here, your windshield wiper fluid.
I've got like
Everything's so easy to work with right here. But on the engine, not too much space. Battery, top up oil, your dipsticks back here. Look at how tiny this ECU box is. My hand for comparison. Your ECU fuse box is so small.
Yeah, like planning to protect you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
It's so cool. I really think on the Honda Beat, the S2000 is pretty much the newer version of the Honda Beat. So cool. It's either just side by side. Since this is an import, everything you know is in Japanese.
I mean, they do collect a ton of money, but
Even on the front right here, I believe it's kind of like a Japanese VIN number plate. Everything in Japanese.
plus the cars.
So cool. We had a group of older folks coming up earlier to Cam talking about the car because just not something people see here in the US. You don't really see too many of these driving around. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up the comparison vlog between the Honda Beat as well as the Honda S2000. What do you guys think? Are you guys a fan of the Honda Beat? Are you guys a fan of the Honda S2000? Make sure to leave a thumbs up. So hopefully we'll be able to do more videos on Cam's Honda Beat in the future. Maybe a ride along, stuff like that. Not too sure how this thing will fare with two big heavy guys in it, but it'll be fun. So if you guys stay to the end, make sure to leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one.